What's up, my beautiful people? You know what time it is. Hello. I am Crystal L, and welcome to Cocktails with Crystal. And if I have not had the opportunity to meet you in these social media streets, my name is Crystal L. I am the creator of this little corner of the internet, and my goal is to help create more safe and inclusive spaces in the beauty industry. And every week, I come in and talk about a topic that I feels like requires a cocktail. So today, I am here with my normal shout out of tequila, and I am mixing tequila with a little bit of Sprite. So cheers. If you are here, please drop where you are from. Hey KJ, hey Mary, hey Grill Curls. Grill Curls. I saw your post yesterday about the incident on stage, and honey, I am preparing a little response to that. But today we are talking about the biggest lies, misconceptions that we were told in cosmetology school. So, I have been doing a tour. All Hair Academy is on the road, and we have been stopping in some of the cosmetology schools. And the reason why is that I feel like it is so important to, one, give back, and two, be able to answer questions for cosmetology students about what is in the real world like when you get out here in these cosmetology streets. And there are a lot of things that I wish I would have known before I started doing hair. And there are a lot of things that I found out by going into the cosmetology schools that these graduates haven't a clue about. And I think not even just the graduates, but people who are deciding to go out onto their own to create businesses, and they don't necessarily have the skills or the knowledge or the resources to be successful. And my goal in life is always to tell you what I wish somebody would have told me, so that we can all do better. When one of us do better, we all do better. So, one of the biggest things that kept coming up was that they could be specialists already. They were like, "Oh, no, I don't do that. I don't do this. I just want to do color, or I just want to do curly hair, or I just want to do cuts." And I was like, well, I know in cosmetology school, hey, Michelle Nicole, that the goal of cosmetology school is for you to learn a little bit of everything, right? So I employ you to actually learn a little bit of everything so that you have a solid foundation, so that you can actually go out and really learn what you want to specialize in, so that within that specialty, you can do all hair types, textures, and shapes. So whether you're a cosmetology student or you are on your own, a booth winner, suite winner, and owner, that is very, very important that before you decide to niche down and specialize, make sure you understand how to do that on all hair types and textures. The other big thing that these students really kept telling me was that they didn't need to dive into understanding pricing or social media or continued education, because most of their clients love them and they were going to go with them. That's a hard no. And even telling them that the likelihood that the clients that are sitting in your chair in cosmetology school are going to go with you to your booth rental space or your commission space is not very likely, because of pricing, right? Unless your pricing matches the pricing that you're taking with you, which is not very likely, your clients are not going with you. And I would say that that would be the same for commission stylists. I saw a post today of someone who is doing the amazing thing and going in and opening their own suite. Kudos, so much love. Now, what was very interesting about this post is the post pretty much broke down what their price increase was going to be, what they were now offering, what they can expect which was super cool, except for I don't believe that Instagram is the place for that. I believe that that's a conversation that you have with your clients face to face, or something that you have within your email list, because it's very personal. When we do things and we just post announcements and policy changes on our social media with the assumption that our clients are going to read them, no. And then you're like, well, I don't understand why they're upset. I posted it on social media. I had this change on social media and I posted it. So why are they having such a problem with it? Well, because the assumption that everybody is reading your things, the assumption that that's the best way to get your policies across is absolutely incorrect. So with that being said, we have to be mindful when we run a business that we run it like a business. And the way that you do that is by talking to your clients directly, or having an email that goes out, or the way that I do it is I have a form that my clients fill out every single time they come to my salon, and it's their guest experience form. It is so that they know if there's been a price increase. They know about the new policies. They know about the redo policies. They know about the rebooking fees. They understand all the things that they are signing up for when they come into our experience at the salon, which I think is very, very important. One of the other things that they talked about, or that I kept questioning, was that they didn't need to start positioning themselves to be a hairstylist in the industry until after they were graduated. False. There is a reel going around that says when we signed up to be hairstylists, we didn't realize that we signed up to be social media managers, that we signed up to be creators, graphic designers. When you are stepping into this industry, we are now in a world where we have to do these things. We have to be able to wear multiple hats. We have to be able to understand who we're talking to. What are we talking to them about? What do they want to see? What is our community really looking for outside of us just being bomb ass hairstylist? And what they're looking for is to be entertained, to be educated, to have something in it for them. One of the things that I coach to is that when we are doing our social media, and the little link in your bio, people are like, why am I following you? What are you offering me? I tell stylists to put a freebie in your bio. When I first started, I had a freebie that was a Tip Tuesday, and it was a video every single Tuesday about a hair tip, a makeup tip, or a local tip about my favorite restaurant because I love to eat. But it was very geared toward my clients. So I invite you to get curious about, when I come follow you as a hairstylist looking to fill your chair, what are you offering me? What is the benefit of following you, other than beautiful pictures of hair that you've done? Because I'm sure all of you are amazing stylists. The other question I get is that pricing, that I was like, well, how are you going to decide your price? They're like, oh, I'm just going to compare all the salons around me, and I'm just going to either be cheaper or more expensive or the same, because then I am within my market. False. So one of the biggest questions that I get with coaching is, one, how do I raise my prices? When do I raise my rates? How do I tell my clients that I'm going to raise my rates? How do I have the mindset to charge my worth? And I can just tell y'all from experience, I remember the first time I was like, okay, I ain't making enough money to even live, right? Like, I'm not living out here. So I work for myself. So it is my responsibility to be able to give myself a raise. But I did not have the correct mindset around it. I was like, oh my God, my clients are not going to pay this. They're going to leave. It's, I'm going to have a problem. But what I had to think about is that it is not my job to spend other people's money. It is my job to understand what it costs to run my business. How much money do I need to live, right? What is my overhead expenses? What are my fixed expenses? And that is how I set my prices. It has nothing to do with Sally, John, or Mike down the street, because Sally and John or Mike down the street, their bills are not the same bills as yours. Whether it's at home, they may not have they might own their salon suite or space, right? So if you compare yourself to them, you're missing out because the pricing is completely different. So for me, I literally remember sitting down and being like, okay, what's my guest experience like? Okay. All right. So they find me on social media. They go book online. They have a form that it's completely catered to them. I can do anyone's hair type and texture with that, within my specialty, actually with anything, okay, I provide a head massage. I provide the music of their choice. I provide snacks. I provide drinks. Um, I send handwritten thank you notes, right? And I'm adding this stuff up and I'm like, damn, I am really undercharging, right? But I didn't realize the value that I was bringing to the table because I had never sat down and actually looked at all of the things that I was offering. And then I was like, oh, you say I'm getting a raise? Oh, how about this? You say I'm getting 3 raises this year. In 2020, I raised my prices 3 times. 2021, 2 times. 2022, 1 time. I have raised my prices already. So the biggest shift in that was understanding what I needed to live, what it was costing me to run my business, and the experience that I offered. And all of those things had to be in place for me to be able to charge what I was supposed to be charging. All of those things had to be in place for me to be able to raise my rates comfortably. So I have been having a conversation. We hear a lot about mindset. No. You don't need a mindset change. You need a mind shift change, right? Because that shift is going to get you to the next level in your business. So with that being said, I have had so many people ask me, Crystal, dive deeper into that. Tell us more about how and why and the best way to go about raising your rates. Now, the one thing that I will tell you that it is not a one size fit all at all. Like it's definitely not a one size fit all. And in order for you to know what you're supposed to be charging, you have to do some research and some work. And you have to have a game plan. Now, anyone who knows me knows that I am the systems chick. Like I got a system for everything. I mean, I got a system in my house. I got a system in my business. And mostly because I'm hella unorganized. But if I have something to follow, I'm a beast, right? So I wanted to put something in place because I was getting so many DMs about how do I raise my rates? How do I give myself a price increase? And I'm going to tell y'all, gas in Missouri is $4.49. Today I did the math. I was like, $4.49 times my 36 tank gas. That's like $136. So if you have not given yourself a raise this year, it is time to give yourself a raise. But I know that that can be hard for some of us. So I am here to help you have a mind shift. So I am doing a raise your rates challenge. So I love challenges. I love for somebody to be like, this is what you need to do. I want you to go do it. India said that it is $4.85 in PA, right? We as stylists have to give ourselves raises. We are the boss. And as the boss, we have to say, you know what? I am not making enough. You know what? The cost of living is going up. The cost of goods and services to just supply you with beautiful hair is going up. So my rates should go up too. So if you have been wanting to give yourself a raise, if you have been wondering, is it time for a raise? If you have been like, I just don't make enough money, but I don't know what to do, I am here for you. I am here to invite you to get curious about what it would be like to really understand your numbers, what it would be like to say, I deserve a raise and I know exactly how much I deserve. I got you. There's a link in my bio. I believe it starts June 5th. It is a Raise Your Rates 5-day challenge. Each and every day, I'm going to walk you through a lesson, and then I'm going to give you homework. And by the end, you are going to have the mind shift to be able to raise your rates with confidence, knowing why you're charging what you're charging, knowing what you're going to make every single day, and having the confidence to show up and slay it and live the life that you're supposed to have. Get to the levels of success that you deserve. So, thank you all so much for tuning in to Cocktails with Crystal this Tuesday. I got my tequila in hand. I would love to know if you're catching this on the replay or if you're here now. One, when was the last time you raised your rates? And two, what's your structure that you are currently in? Are you commission stylist, booth rental owner, all of those things? Let me know, because I am very, very curious about that. But in the meantime, please click the link in my bio, join the Raise Your Rates Challenge, join the All Hair Academy community, because I want you to get to the next level of success for you, whatever that looks like. I want you to put your blinders on about anything that anyone else is doing and come and get the roadmap for 5 days so that you can confidently make the money you deserve. With that being said, thank you all so much for hanging out with me this Wednesday. I'm so used to being on Tuesday. This Wednesday afternoon for Cocktails with Crystal. And I will be back next week. In the meantime, in between time, if there's anything that you want to talk about, anything else you want to dive in deeper based on all the things, the misconceptions, and the biggest lies we're told in cosmetology school, please, please, please DM me. I am here to chat, and let's hang out in these social media streets. And remember, every day is a new opportunity to slay. So please take advantage of it. Have a fantastic rest of the week and happy hump day.